Good morning, students. Hope everyone is safe at home. I would like to welcome you all to RK Vision YouTube channel. Subject Mathematics by Lakshmi. So, in the previous class, we have studied with the first two problems of the exercise 1.5. So, today I would like to start with the remaining problems. And the question, welcome to third question, that is, recall pi is defined as the ratio of circumference. So, here we are going to say it as C of a circle to its diameter, that is d, that is pi is equals to c by d, which is nothing but circumference divided by diameter. This seems to contradict the fact that pi is irrational. How will you resolve this contradiction? Okay, so if you observe here, we can conclude that there is no contradiction. When we measure the length with scale or any other instrument, we obtain only an approximate rational value, isn't it? So we never obtain an exact value. For this reason, we may not realize that either C or D is irrational. Let's go deeper here. So if I am taking pi is equals to C by D, that is circumference upon diameter. So how can I represent here? Here C and D are, I can clearly say, which are rational, isn't it? So C and D both are rational numbers. But here they have already given that pi is a irrational. We have to show that. We have to prove that. That is in terms of C upon D, isn't it? So if you observe, suppose, so we know already that is C is equals to 2 pi r, the circumference of the circle is 2 pi r and the diameter of the circle is 2r. So what we will get here, that is 2 pi r by 2r, which is giving pi, isn't it? So I can say that if any one, either C or D, it may be a irrational, the whole term pi also will become a irrational here. That is, but if we calculate C by D, it gives irrational, that is pi, isn't it? Irrational value. We are getting the value for pi is irrational. So we can conclude that pi is irrational. Are you getting? Pi is irrational. So we have already discussed in the previous questions. So that is, so it means that C by D. So I can conclude that C or either C or D are both irrational. Are both irrational numbers. So in the previous questions we have discussed that, so whether if the rational number is multiplying with the irrational, the product will be irrational. In the same how, if the rational number is dividing by the irrational, the again it will becomes irrational, that is irrational by rational, which will gives irrational, rational by irrational, which is giving again irrational. In the same how, irrational by irrational, which is giving irrational, isn't it? So we can conclude that pi is a irrational. Getting? That is pi is equals to C by D is irrational. So this is what the answer. So here, before going to start with the next question, I would like to start with the small introduction for the rationalizing the denominators. So here I am skipping the fourth question. You have to do by yourself. That is the assignment for you people. You just go through the question and do by yourself. Anyways, they had given the solved problems. Just go through it. You have to do by yourself. So if you observe here, we have to know the concept of rationalizing the denominators. So if I am taking the first, that is 1 by root 3. So here the numerator value is 1 and the denominator value is root 3. Always keep in mind that for rationalizing the any numbers which will be in the form of numerator by denominator, we have to multiply with the denominator for the both numerator as well as denominator. Here the value of denominator is what? Root 3. So here we have to multiply root 3 to the both numerator as well as denominator. So if you multiply root 3 into 1 is root 3. So root of 3 into 3 or else root 3 whole square. So root 3 whole square which will give square root and square will get cancelled, will get 3, isn't it? So which is giving root 3 by 3. So if you observe here we are having the value, that is denominator, which is becoming 3, isn't it? So here we are not having the irrational number, that is which turned into a rational number, isn't it? But which is giving root 3 by 3. This is how we have to rationalize in the given numbers, that is in the form of numerator by denominator. So since I was having the one term, it is easy, just we were multiplying only the denominator. But if you are having the two terms here, we have to change the sign. Suppose if I am taking the second question here, that is 1 upon root 3 plus root 2. Here if you observe, root 3 plus root 2 is there, so we have to multiply with root 3 minus root 2. If you are having the two terms, the sign will becomes opposite. If it is plus, you have to make it as minus. If it is minus, you have to change it as plus. So here we have to take root 3 minus root 2 by root 3 minus root 2. That is root 3 minus root 2 should be multiplied to the both numerator as well as denominator. So 1 into root 3, which is giving root 3, minus root 2 into 1 is minus root 2, isn't it? So if you observe the denominator here, which is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. In the previous class we have discussed with the problems which is based on a plus b into a minus b, isn't it, children? So we know the formula for a plus b into a minus b, which is giving a square plus a square minus b square, isn't it? So we know the formula for a plus b into a minus b, that is a square minus b square. Here the value of a is what? Root 3, and the value of b is what? Root 2. So root 3 whole square minus root 2 whole square. So again that root and square will get cancelled. The numerator is root 3 minus root 2 as it is, you have to keep, but the denominator root and square will get cancelled, that is 3 minus 2. So 3 minus 2, which is giving what? 1. So root 3 minus root 2 by 1, it becomes the answer. So this is how we have to change the denominator, that is we have to rationalize the denominators. Okay, so whatever the denominator it is, if you want to rationalize the denominator, it will depends upon the single term and double term. If it is double term, we have to multiply with the opposite sign. Now come to the question, that is fifth question. The same how just now I had explained now, in the same how we have to do here. I just given an introduction for this question. That is, rationalize the denominators of the following. Here we have to rationalize the denominators of the given question. So if I am taking the first one, 1 by root 7. The same how the denominator is root 7 here, so that the same denominator should be multiplied to the both numerator as well as denominator, that is 1 into root 7 by root 7 into root 7. So which will becomes 1 into root 7 is root 7 by, that is upon root of 7 into 7 or else root 7 whole square. So again which is giving root 7 upon root of 7 into 7 can be taken as 7, isn't it? That square root and root will get cancelled, square and square root will get cancelled, will get 7. So in the same how, if you observe the second one here, 1 upon root 7 minus root 6. So as I told just before, we have to multiply with the root 7 plus root 6, isn't it? We are having two terms, but the sign we have to change here, minus to plus. So we have to multiply with root 7 plus root 6 to the both numerator as well as denominator, isn't it? So what it will becomes? 1 into root 7 plus root 6 is root 7 plus root 6, isn't it? That is root 7 plus root 6. So if you observe the denominator, again it is in the form of what? A plus b into a minus b. That is a minus b into a plus b. So we know the formula for a minus b into a plus b, which is equals to a square minus b square. Here the value of a is what? Root 7, and the value of b is root 6. So how can you write this one? Root 7 whole square minus root 6 whole square, isn't it? We have to substitute the values of a and b in the formula. That is a square minus b square. So root 7 whole square minus root 6 whole square. So the numerator will be as it is. Root 7 plus root 6 by, so root 10 square will get cancelled. What else will remain? 7 minus root 10 square will get cancelled again, which gives 6. So 7 minus 6 is what? 1. That is, the numerator will be same, root 7 plus root 6 by 1. Getting? Excuse me. So we can write it as root 7 plus root 6. So under the same question, the third sub question is 1 upon root 5 plus root 2. Again, if we observe the denominator which is having two terms, but here we have to multiply with the same denominator with the difference sign, that is minus, into root 5 minus root 2 upon root 5 minus root 2. This is how we have to take. So 1 into root 5 is root 5. 1 into minus 2 is minus, that is 1 into minus root 2 is minus root 2 by, again which is in the form of a plus b into a minus b, that is a plus b into a minus b. So the value of a is here root 5 and the value of b is root 2. So we know the formula a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. We have to substitute the values of a and b in a square minus b square. So it will becomes root 5 whole square minus root 2 whole square, isn't it? So the numerator will be as it is, root 5 minus root 2 by square root and square will get cancelled. So what else will remains? 5 minus 2. The numerator is root 5 minus root 2 by 5 minus 2 is what? 3. So this is what the answer. Excuse me. Now come to the fourth question, that is fourth sub question. 1 upon root 7 minus 2. If you observe, we are having root for only 7, not for 2. The same thing, here also we are having the two terms. The same thing should be multiplied with the opposite sign, that is into root 7 plus 2 upon root 7 plus 2, that is root 7 plus 2 by root 7 plus 2, that is root 7 plus 2 should be multiplied to the both numerator as well as denominator. Are you getting? So it doesn't bother about the roots here, we have to bother about only the terms. So 1 into root 7 plus 2 is root 7 plus 2 by, again which is in the form of a minus b into a plus b. We know that a minus b into a plus b is a square minus b square. The value of a is what? Root 7 and the value of b is 2, isn't it? So I'll just take the value of a here, that is root 7 whole square minus 2 whole square. 2 square 2 whole square. So the numerator will be as it is, root 7 plus 2 by root 10 square will get cancelled. What else will remain? 7 minus 2 square is 4. Root 7 plus 2 by 7 minus 4 is 3. So this is what the answer we got. So in the next class we will discuss with the last exercise of this chapter. Till then, stay safe, stay home.